Hi, hello, and welcome back to the Barren Flights. Today is the open day for the model club that I belong to, which is the Greenacres Model Club, which is in Aldridge in the West Midlands. Just type in Greenacres, Aldridge, it'll come straight up. And we have, I think, 2 or 3 events like this every year. This is the first one of the year in May, and just to give you a taste of what you can expect to see when you go to an open day with a model club. Most of the members, some of my kits here, you'll probably see my red Baron, the Pocket VR1, the ME163, that's mine. All this kit here, that belongs to Henry. You've seen Henry on the channel, a really good competition flyer. We've got old Kev down in the background there. I don't think he's really open to interviews, but old Kev, he's been flying since the Wright brothers. He's brought his Lancaster with him. Scratch built's not a kit, it's completely scratch built. What he doesn't know about model building, nobody else will. So you go to him if you've got a question. The other club members and visitors, and as you can see, you've got varying sizes of models. I don't know the name of all of them, but you can see that they're professionally built. With beautiful finishes on them. If you come a little bit further this way, you've got yourself an F16. I believe that one is actually jet powered. It's got a jet engine in it, and they use a very volatile fuel which I don't know the name of, but I know it's not very nice to drink. And again, you can see varying different sizes and shapes of all the different models that competition flyers like to fly. So this is the airstrip. You can see that they're all at the end there. The spotters making sure there's no dog walkers coming on and stuff like that. And then you've got the pits where you're about to take off. So the IC engines will put the fuel in. And then there's a few models there. You can see the red arrows just there. And if you come this way, there's Darren Gull with his kit. And got fire extinguishers because this stuff can be volatile. And as we come round, there's Henry having a chat. And even though, you can see the caravans are here, and some of them have just got their models with the caravan, ready for later on. So you can get some quite big models going on. And then of course you've got the rest of the caravans. Some people are camping. You've got your hot dog stand, you get a bacon butty, and as you can see, that's your open day. So it's a full day, it's full on. Usually there's somebody here that if you've never flown a model before, they will take you up with a buddy box and they'll let you have a go with a model or two. And I'm hoping to do an interview today with Darren Gull, with his big pit special there, and that will come next, so expect to see some aerobatics. And I spied this monster here, and I thought I'm not going to walk away from that, and it turns out this belongs to a guy called Darren Gull. This is Darren. Thank you for giving us the time. Can you run through with me, because it's not usual to find a model of this scale.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
What is it?
It's a Pitts Challenger, based off the famous Pitts.
Yeah.
Obviously, instead of having the radius and the wing tips, generation down the line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's half scale, 50% scale. It's got 18 channels, 16 servos. 18 channels, 16 servos. Yeah. What do all these servos do? So you have 2 on each aileron.
Yeah.
8 on the wing, 4 on the elevators, 2 each side, and then 2 on bell cranks.
Wow.
For the rudder. All I-tug servos, going through a power box unit.
Wow.
This is German.
This is a German kit.
German kit. Kit's been going about 20 years, 25 years.
Yeah. I noticed you popped the smoke up there.
Yeah, it's got onboard smokes on the switch. It's got the smoke pump.
Wow.
The smoke fluid.
That's very impressive.
2 separate fuel tanks.
Yeah.
One for smoke and one for fuel.
And what engine have you got in here?
It's a 176 the post twin GP.
Yeah.
good engine. Cans, 2 separate cans. Obviously 1 each cylinder.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. And I'd swing in a 30 by 12 carbon fibre prop.
So if there's anybody out there that has the spare cash, what sort of ballpark figures you're looking at? All up.
All up, you're looking at 8 to 9,000 all up.
8 to 9,000 pounds.
It's spent 2,500 to 3,000 pounds.
Have you ever pranged it?
We don't talk about that. No, we don't.
I can imagine having £8,500 worth of kit in the air and something isn't quite going your way. It must be a bit heart thumping.
Yeah, we don't mention
We don't mention that. No, we don't. Actually, we have sudden stops here. We don't have stops. Yeah. So, I mean, how long did it take you to put it all together, set it all up?
half an hour.
Half an hour.
Yeah, but you don't put it together to fly once or twice and
Yeah.
leave it. Then we designed it to do shows and model events
Yeah.
for the sponsors. So when it's put together, that's when we go to the Western Park.
Yeah, because I was about to mention Western Park, because as I said to you earlier, I haven't been there, mainly because I'm usually working or something
That
like that.
normally opens the show as well.
It opens the show.
On three days, and it gets to fly in the evening as well, in the night slots.
And do you ever go to Europe with it?
I've been to Europe, but the keep asking me to go to Europe, to Germany, because I'm sponsored by Germany.
Yeah. We'll brush up on the Germans, yeah, go off
It's just time, work gets in the way.
Work gets in the way, yeah. It's the same for me, work always gets in the way, you've got to pay for your hobby, you know. Well, that's great. So when you, I mean, how does this thing come? Does it come in a big box? Or
It comes in a big cardboard box with loads of wood.
Loads of
Sit
wood.
there in German instructions and then work your way through it.
Yeah, and how long from opening the box to put into one
Probably
thing?
about 9 months.
9 months?
Yes, off and on. You don't do it all together, I just had a break and then you go
Yeah.
back to it after a bit.
Yeah, all us builders, you know, it's indicative of building that you can't just keep at it all the time. You've got to have a break and then you come back and then you do a bit
It's quite
more.
easy to do, once you get through the language barrier,
Yeah.
just plod along.
Well, that's absolutely super. Excuse me. Do you know how fast that goes?
I haven't got a clue. It has got an onboard GPS,
Yeah. Because it looks like it could go very quick.
No, it's not designed for this car, Alan. It's just
Yeah.
it was built for to scale aerobatics, to be fair, which is what
Yeah.
we've seen on the second.
Well, I was filming you there, and very, very impressive. So you obviously, you know.
Can do more, but I don't push it.
Yeah. So how long have you been into, you know, flying models?
All my life.
All your life since you're little.
Yeah, born into it,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I do it for a living, so.
Do it for a living. Wow. Okay. Well, if there's anybody who wants to get in contact with you, are you on Facebook or?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
Have you got a web page?
No, it's just on Facebook. You punch in my name on YouTube, all my planes, jets.
Okay. So this is Darren Gold. If you want to find him on Facebook, how do you spell your surname, Darren?
G-O-U-L-E.
G-O-U-L-E. It's not G-U-L-E. L. Yeah, it's the other way round. So, Darren, I'm very, very this is a very well-known. I didn't know him till today. But apparently, he's a very well-known guy. So,
I used to be, but I don't do it anymore.
well, yeah. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Okay, thanks. Cheers.
Do you put it over here or do you want it over?
Okay, so Henry, bless his heart, has introduced me to Steve Kilburn, who lives near RAF Scampton in Lincolnshire, and today he's brought down two models. One is an F16 and this one is Tucano. Yes, I have a memory loss. Tucano. Now what's unusual about the F16 and Tucano is they've both got jet engines in them, even though this one's got a prop on it. So it's a jet engine with a gearbox. So I thought this is too good to miss, and Steve has kindly given up some of his time to be interrogated, basically. So Steve, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Can you run me through the Tucano? And I mean, it's quite a big model, and a powerful model with a jet engine in it.
So it's a 5th scale Tucano, made by Phoenix Models.
Phoenix Models.
Yeah, it's got a Ren 44 Gold in it, which is a British-made turbine engine, and they've converted it into a turboprop engine.
Wow.
Which means that the exhaust gases spin a turbine that spins the propeller through a gearbox.
So how much thrust does that give you?
So it's the equivalent of about a 60cc engine. So yeah, but obviously the propeller spins much faster.
Yeah.
So you run a lower pitch. Okay. The difference between running a turboprop and a piston engine is that you always get that delay on the wind up, like you do with a big turbine engine. You've kind of got to wait. So you've got to preempt what you're going to do with it. You can't just whack the throttle open and you get instant torque. It's got to wind itself up, because you're essentially spinning a fan blade.
Yeah.
So, but yes, and we've got navigation lights on it. It's all wood construction, which is covered in film. We've got a bit of detailing on it. This model was bought from a previous club member at Woodspring, and his name was David James. He built it originally, and when I bought it off him, I got a folder like that.
Wow.
Of all the little things he'd done to it. He was very meticulous. He logged all his flight hours, everything with it. And we took it down there a couple of weeks ago, and we basically did a memorial flight for all the club members that they'd lost down there.
Yeah.
And that was great to show it in front of the family members, things like that. So I've got a bit of history with this model. Yeah. She's not just a plane that I take out and fly. I've got a bit of a connection with it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So I was talking to Darren Gull a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And he's telling me, I think he said he had 16 servos.
Yeah.
In his model.
Yeah.
How many servos you got in this?
We've got 4, 6, 8. We've got about 14 servos. 14
servos.
Yeah.
What do all those servos do?
So we've got elevators, we've got flat servos, we've got the gear servo that controls the gear up and down, rudder, elevator, nose steering. We've got a few other associated servos that do different things. We've got an electronic board in there that applies to brakes, because we've got brakes on this as well.
Brakes on.
We have, yeah. So we use wheel brakes, because when you wind the turboprop up, they don't spool down very fast like a petrol engine does. Yeah. So if you don't have the wheel brakes there, it could just sort of take off on you without you wanting to. So you need that control on the ground.
I'm intrigued now, because I've never seen a model that's got brakes on. Are these disc brakes?
Some of them are disc brakes. A few of my jets have got disc brakes on them, but what these are electromagnetic brakes. Yeah. So you get some air brakes and you get some electronic brakes. 90% of the electronic brakes are electromagnets. So when you press your brake, it energises the electromagnet and it stops the wheel. And you can program ABS into them. You can also program it so you can brake each individual leg. So if you've got a tail dragger like a Spitfire, they're very unruly on the floor, and you can apply the brakes into your gyro, and those brakes will keep the model straight as you're taxiing.
How long does it take to set something like that up?
A lot of it is relatively simple these days. 10 years ago it used to be a nightmare, because it was all mechanical inputs and things like that. But now everything is all automated. It's all automated.
Yeah, I mean, it's like my radio, it is a computer.
Yeah.
And it takes a little while to get into these computers, learn how they work, and then you find something else out, and then somebody says, "Oh, did you know how to do this?" No, it can be quite frustrating. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you look at sort of 15 years ago, where you would buy gear door sequencers, octo isolators, things like that would do all these functions inside the model.
Yeah.
they're all redundant now because it's all done within the transmitter. You program everything you want into the transmitter.
Yeah.
You know, modern transmitters are just getting better.
So you haven't got so much kit now.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, so the model becomes lighter because you've got all these less modules in them. It's all controlled through the radio. So.
Right. So tell me about the. We're going to have a look at the F16 in a minute. Tell me about the F16 because that's just pure jet, isn't it?
Yeah, the F16 is a turbojet engine, so it's a gas turbine.
Yeah.
It runs on Jet A1. We mix oil in with the fuel because you don't have an oil sump on a model turbine engine.
Yeah.
So you run it like a two-stroke. You run the oil through.
You move it through, yeah.
She's a Skymaster model, 1/6 scale. She's Arctic camo colours. She's got air up and air down retracts, air brakes on that one. She runs a gyro as well to try and keep her level in the sky because jets are naturally unstable because they're manoeuvrable. So you need something to assist you with them. The gyro won't fly it for you, but at the same time it will just smooth it out and make it look a bit more predictable in the sky.
Hello. So Steve has kindly said that he will fly this now, and also, although we haven't had the shot of it yet, the F16, we will do a quick 30-second on the F16. Just tell me a little bit more about that, Steve.
She's a Skymaster model, 1/6 scale. It's running a Greenacres G-Booster 160 turbine, so that's 160 newtons of force.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. She burns about 1 litre of fuel a minute, so you've got to carry quite a lot of fuel on board.
How much can it carry?
So she's carrying 7 litres.
7
litres. So full chat you get a minute per litre. We never fly them at full throttle, so I time it at 7 minutes on my flight time. So then it means I'm never going to run out of fuel, unless if I'm being an absolute idiot, So, but
can I ask you a real jerk question?
Go for it.
You have to know how fast that goes.
I honestly don't know. I would predict it's not an ultimate fast model, because it's not as streamlined as some of the real fast models.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of these fast jets, they can reach speeds of 350 miles an hour.
Wow.
I think top speed on that, absolute max, you'd probably crack about 180 to 200 miles an hour.
That's still quick.
Yeah, that would be absolute everything.
All out.
Yeah, all out.
Warp factor 2.
Yeah. So, but if you want to get into speed and jets, then you get into the pattern ship jets, where they are literally designed for speed. They've got wafer thin wings. They've got cigar tube fuselages. We get a couple of the guys. I'm a member of the Jet Modelers Association, so we go down to fly jets with the Jet Modelers guys. We fly a lot of bases around the country in a lot of different places, and some of the high-speed jets that they run. Wow, incredible. How they keep up with them is, they create a pressure wave as they go through the sky.
I can imagine,
Wow, it's something to be seen, it really is.
Okay, so if anybody wants, more information, have you got a Facebook page or anything like that?
So my Facebook page is literally Steve Kilburn.
Steve Kilburn,
yeah. If you want more information about jets, jump on the Jet Modelers Association website.
Okay.
So it's jma.bmfa.org, I believe.
Okay, so it's JMA.
jma.bmfa.org. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but if you just Google Jet Modelers Association.
So I know if you go to the BMFA website, there are different sections. There is a jet section.
And the JMA are a specialist body of the BMFA.
Right. So if somebody wanted to get a kit or build one of these, what sort of, I don't want to know how much you pay for, but what sort of ballpark figure?
If you want to get into jets, you can go out now and you can buy yourself a brand new HST jet, and you can spend, including the price of the turbine, about £2,500.
Wow.
Okay. The second-hand market is more lucrative, but if you're just setting out, then the second-hand market is probably not for you unless if you've got someone to mentor you into what you're buying.
And do they fly a lot different to a normal electric or piston engine?
If you can fly an EDF, if you can fly an electric ducted fan, then there's nothing stopping you from flying a jet.
Okay.
It is the same physics and characteristics.
With that, he started up the engine, so I think we'll cut it there. We'll do a quick cut in a minute to the F16, and then we're going to watch Steve flying. Can I just say thank you very much, Steve. Right, so just very quickly, Steve, you're fueling up here. What's that?
That's the pressure for the undercarriage.
Oh, okay.
So that tells me the pressure for the undercarriage. We fill the undercarriage there with a pump.
Yeah.
This is my dual on-off switch here.
Yeah.
These are my dual receiver batteries. So we always run dual receivers, dual receiver batteries. So we've always got a fail-safe for backup. Okay.
Yeah.
This little thing here is to tell me what the turbine state's in. So this is called a GSU, a ground support unit.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll tell me what temperature the turbine's at. You know, what RPM, things like that. And then underneath here we've got a big battery for the turbine as well.
Okay.
So,
So this is the main turbine
that's
itself.
the main turbine there, yeah.
That
So,
looks.
so you've got your start fuel there, you've got your run fuel there. Obviously that's your data terminal that sends all the information. This is your main power plug here that sends all the power to the turbine for startup, things like that.
It's got its own starter. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's got its own starter at the front, so you don't have to do anything. It's got a Kero plug inside, much like a diesel car has.
Yeah.
So it ignites the fuel on startup. So, and then we've got a bypass here which sucks all the air in at the front, and then you've got a flush tube there which directs all the thrust down to the back.
Wow.
So,
When you start it, do you start it from the radio or do you start it on the ground?
yeah, you start it from the radio, so you put your trim up on your throttle, cycle your throttle, and that goes through the startup procedure.
Wow.
And then as soon as you lower your trim, you're into your shutdown procedure.
Okay. Well, let's see how it flies.
Yeah.
When you are. No parachute then.
Thank you for joining us with the Barren Flights today at the Greenacres Fun Flight.
And if you've enjoyed what you've seen, press the like button, make an old man happy, and if you don't, press the down button twice.
If you fancy seeing your name in the credits, it's as simple as subscribing.
Thank you for joining us
Cut!
Please like and subscribe. Oh, fucking hell. Please like and subscribe. I forgot. What's the business with pressing it twice?
Because then
It's a joke.
It does,
It's a
Oh,
joke.
you see, if you
right,
press
okay.
it gives you the down
joke.
thumb. If you press it twice,
It's a joke.
it takes it away.
Right, please like and subscribe. Make an old man happy. And if you don't like, press the down button, press the down finger twice, thumb,
Press the thumb
down hand.
Try again.
If you fancy your name in the credits, it's as simple as subscribing.
Right.
I think you should go a bit slower. Harry, Henry.
Okay. You want to match your energy?
He keeps calling me Phil.
Who's
What did I get fucking wrong
did
now?
the subscribe button?
Thank you for joining us with the Barren Flights today at the Greenacres Fun Flight.
And if you've enjoyed what you've seen, make an old man happy, like and surprise. And if you
So
don't,
not surprised!
okay, I'll do it again.
Right, from the top. 3, 2, 1.